space, the final frontier. These are the voyages of the Starship Enterprise. Its 5-year mission to explore strange new worlds, to seek out new life and new civilizations, to boldly go where no man has gone before. These words were spoken to the world on September 8, 1966, when the first Star Trek episode was released 48 years ago. Since then, the show has had some up and downs, but nowadays it's getting more and more popular because of the 2 new reboot movies. However, Star Trek has always been a great show. It's just that we are only starting to realize it recently. Star Trek has many more to be learned, has inspired some great thinking, and it's a really good show overall. Nowadays, when you're flipping through the channels on your TV, you'll find many shows like Jersey Shore, 16 and Pregnant, and Party Down South, which revolve around bad decisions and partying. When kids watch shows like these, it makes them believe it's okay to go out and get drunk and party and do really stupid things. With many shows giving kids the wrong idea about how they should act, it's important that we encourage them to learn real morals and life lessons that will keep them out of trouble. Shows like Star Trek do just that. Over the years, Star Trek has tested the moral grounds of interacting with people, whether it be an alien race or a different country. Star Trek has taught us when it comes to interacting with others who live a different way than ours, it has to be done carefully. You have to respect the way they live, even if you don't agree with it. And you have to learn you're not always going to get your way, and you have to compromise. Star Trek is noted for its influence on the world outside of science fiction, as the wiki page says, and for good reason. Star Trek has paved the way for several different reasons. Several different changes in society. The first interracial kiss was filmed on Star Trek, as I found out from KidGasFacts.com. I also learned that was the first show to have a black woman, Nichelle Nicholas. Nichelle also had originally decided to resign from the show after the first season, but reconsidered after a conversation with a big Star Trek fan. That fan was Martin Luther King Jr. As I also learned on KidGas.com, who told her that being on the show really helped African American civil rights movement at the time. It has also inspired some great inventions, such as the mobile phone. The inventor, Martin Cooper, has stated that his inspiration came from watching Captain Kirk speaking into his handheld communicator on the series, as I found out from dvice.com. One of the main reasons people don't watch Star Trek is because it's an old TV show that no longer airs, although it is on Netflix, and because people only see it as a show for nerds, which it is not. Watching a show you like that has good qualities does not make you a nerd, and honestly, there's nothing wrong with being a nerd anyway. Star Trek is also more than just a show with moral lessons. Although the settings and costumes are not very well done since they were way back in the 60s, it still contains good action scenes and a lot of humor, such as the bickering between Spock and Dr. McCoy, Bones, about their views on certain situations, and that Captain Kirk seems to always rip his shirt while fighting. The cheesy effects and humor make for a good time alone, but add the moral of the story, like in Requiem for Mistula, where Kirk convinces a man who is keeping important medicine from them that his android companion can make her decisions on her own and shouldn't be forced to do things, and you have a great show. As I said before, many shows on TVs are a bad influence to kids. They say it's okay to go out and get pregnant because you might be able to get on TV for it, and that drugs and smoking are cool. That's why we need more shows like Star Trek, kind of like Doctor Who, which was originally made to teach kids about science, history, and moral conduct, and still airs today. We should be encouraging kids to watch shows like these that can teach them life lessons while keeping them entertained. As you can see, Star Trek has changed the way of thinking in the modern world, and it is a show meant to bring light to our mistakes and teach us life lessons. As Gene Roddenberry, the creator of Star Trek, said, "If a man is to survive, He will have learned to take a delight in the essential differences between men and different cultures. He will learn that differences in ideas and attitudes are a delight, part of life's exciting variety, not something to fear. This is something the world desperately needs to learn if we are to get any peace.